welcome back to the Rogue Island. Today we're doing a review on Venom.
Who are we?
I said the... whatever. I'm Wesley, and this is Trent, which you guys probably know by now.
Yeah,
it's not necessary to say it.
But he does it because if some random person clicks on this video, they're not going to know who our names are. Keep telling these guys that.
Well, then that would encourage them to look at another video, watch another video.
That's just stupid logic.
To know our names, watch previous videos.
No.
Okay, so anyway.
I'll do it.
This... Oh, fine.
I'm just saying...
5 words.
No, I was going to say this is going to be a spoiler warning, so... Before you watch this video, be sure to put it in your watch later list. Go watch the movie, come back, go back to your watch later list, and come back and watch it. Okay,
right,
we'll go back.
Bitch.
Okay, 5-word plot synopsis. Wesley, you go first. Water's healthy for you.
Venom versus Riot. It's awesome.
Tom Hardy confuses me a little. No, that's 6 words. Tom Hardy confuses me some.
Slightly. Okay.
Slightly, yeah. You'll get why later. But, Wesley, let's go with your reaction. How'd you feel about this movie?
Well, honestly, I don't know. I mean, it seemed like they were trying to do like the same they did with Deadpool. Make it funny, but a PG-13 version.
Yeah.
You know? And when I was watching it, I was like, oh yeah, this is PG-13. They're going to drop the F-bomb once, and then they're going to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, honestly, the way he used it, they just threw it in there. Just so that they could.
Yeah.
When he's like,
I thought, originally I think
world.
it was supposed to be rated R, but then they're like, no, make it PG-13.
I don't know, because the thing is...
So we can get more people to see it.
He's an anti-hero, like Deadpool. It's kind of hard to have 2 rated R. I mean, you gotta make it a little bit different. I mean, yes, it's had a different kind of story, but at the same time, it's an anti-hero, and you gotta change things up. You gotta change things up as much as you can when you're, because they're getting very similar in a lot of ways with all the humor and all of that stuff. But yeah, it was overall they did pretty well with it. I was definitely impressed, and I think the character Venom is so much cooler than Deadpool, even though I just loved Deadpool so much better. But I think the character Venom was more of a badass. Like he was a lot cooler.
Yeah. I liked this more than Deadpool 2, I'd say. I like the character more than Deadpool. Not saying I like this movie better than Deadpool, but but yeah, like Venom is probably one of my favorite, or is my favorite Marvel villain.
He's not a villain.
No, he actually isn't. In this movie, yeah, I'm saying, but like as a character in the comics, he's a villain, and here he's an anti-hero.
Okay.
Okay, calm down. But yeah, so he's probably like my favorite villain. And here, he's still good. I mean, like I prefer to see him more than Tom Hardy a little bit, but they worked together well, so that sort of dynamic really helps in the movie's favor. And yeah, Venom, as he said, is kind of a badass in here. So
yeah, and honestly, when we were coming into this movie, I had no idea what was going on, even throughout the movie, because like I knew nothing about symbiotes. I didn't know what they were. I didn't know where they came from. I didn't know that there was ones other than Venom. And, you know, then it turns out that there are millions. And then to find out at the end of the movie that there are some living on Earth already.
Well, we don't know.
Rage. Or not Rage, Carnage.
Carnage, yeah, but we don't know if he was living on Earth. He could have
been
brought back on like a meteor. Because that's how Venom, in some...
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was already living on Earth when this started.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he originated.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's, I mean, so like I had no idea any of this was happening. I didn't know about Carnage or Riot or any of those others. It was just, in my opinion, it was only Venom because of watching Spider-Man 3. I'm not as much into the comics as him and Garrett are. I prefer just watching the movies and being surprised at what happens.
Well, that's what I know. I don't read comics. I just watch the movies, but I know like certain things from the comics.
That's the thing. Like I have no idea what goes on in the comics. But anyway, yeah. I mean, so I was glad that they were able to introduce those new characters, not completely confuse me by it.
Yeah. So we'll go through some of my notes. There are 4 symbiotes that crash landed on Earth. We got, well, that we know of, right? Venom, and I think there was a yellow one, wasn't there?
That one died.
Yeah, I know, but like
I think when
I'm trying to remember if there's a Venom, like, because there are a lot of them in the comics. I'm trying to remember if and then there was a blue one.
Yes, the blue one was the one that killed the doctor lady,
Dr. Skirth.
Skirth, yes. And then the other doctors let it die.
Yeah.
And then the yellow one, if you remember, I think that was dead in the cage when he came through. When the dude came through.
Oh, yeah, the black dude. Probably went from the bunny into him. Because remember he said, like, after it went to the bunny and like everything's fine, he's like, let's go with human trials. And that's, I think that one went into him. And then the blue one, he saved up for that doctor.
I don't know. But I know when the reporter dude, who's Venom, when he was walking through and looking,
Eddie Brock.
he saw, Eddie Brock. You could see, like, goo on the ground.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the dead symbiotes, the yellow one.
Yeah.
And then the Skirth had the blue one, and they let that die, so that left Riot and Venom.
I like their names, dude.
Yes,
their names just really cool. Like, there's some stupid ones. Like, there's a white Venom called Anti-Venom. Like, it's literally Anti-Venom. It's kind of stupid. Then there's, like, an Agent Venom and everything like that. Yeah. Agent Venom's a good guy, but, like, I just like Riot and Carnage. And Carnage is also another one of my favorite.
That's an awesome name.
Symbiote.
I can't wait to see what happens in the next movie with Carnage.
I hope they make a next
the fact that they didn't show Carnage means he's gonna be so much cooler than Riot.
Yeah.
And like he's gonna be a badass.
Yeah, he's red and black, so.
Yes. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know what he looked like.
Probably looks a little bit closer to Spider-Man, but.
I didn't see. I don't know what he looks like. All I figured is he was just red.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I can't wait to see that movie.
Okay, so the guy I call him Alvarez because he's Alvarez in everything he's in, but his friend from that one news reporting place, he's from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, good show. The Eddie Brock report. I'm trying to compare this Edward Brock Jr. to the one Spider-Man 3 played by Topher Grace, but I didn't like. It seems weird with him with his like sort of unconventional style.
Who's Eddie Brock in the? Oh wait, that was the dude in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
the guy.
The guy who was played by like.
Yeah, but he was bad in that case.
Yeah. He was a villain. Yeah, but.
All right, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I just think with his unconventional style, him having his own report show, I think is kind of weird. But maybe that's the reason why it's like, oh, the unconventional reporter show, you know.
Well, because here was the thing. It wasn't so much that he was unconventional; it was that he would always dig into the thing, and that was his thing.
Yeah.
Like he was always digging right in and trying to expose any kind of corruption. He was just trying to bring. His thing was bringing down the bad guys, the bad guys in power that people think are good guys. Mm-hmm. Like in the case of the scientist dude, I forget his name.
Colton Drake?
Yes.
Carlton Drake.
Draco.
Carlton Drake.
But yeah, and so that was his thing. And he got too sucked up into it, and that's how he lost his fiancée.
Yep. Dr. Skirt's played by...
Skirth.
By like Skirt, because I want to look up her skirt, but...
Stop.
You're
ridiculous.
Yeah. She's in Parks and Rec. She plays like it's weird seeing her in this because in that show she plays like this maniac girlfriend of one of the characters. Like she's like completely crazy and everything. So it's weird seeing her in like a serious role. Carlton Drake. What do you think of Carlton Drake? Because honestly, I liked him a lot more than I thought I was. Because some people I think hate him because he's like oh, he's a typical villain that says like, oh, the Earth's dying, humans are weak, you know, everything like that. Once it becomes something more.
They actually made it really easy to like him. Though.
I liked him. I mean, he's wearing sneakers in the suit. Like,
I saw that.
There you go. Right.
Like I was thinking about it. I'm like, wait, he's actually wearing.
Damn, Carlton! I gotta get with the black sneakers. Sketches.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But like he seemed like when he made that connection with Isaac, and he was talking to him there, he actually seemed like a half decent guy, but I guess that means he's more of a sociopath.
Yeah, he is. And just like,
and I guess that's
like, I like bad guys in suits. You know, like I like just maniacs in suits, like because like I've always
See, you
wanted
seem like more the
because like I've always wanted to like if I was ever an actor, I would always want to be a villain in a suit. Like that's just like that's because it's the coolest thing. Like I just like it so much.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like a monster or something like that. But like I like the suit part the most.
Yeah.
Carlton Drake when he said fake news was funny. I was immediately thinking like,
Yeah,
hey, Carlton Drake, he's literally the greatest person. I mean, he runs the Life Foundation, that's the Death Foundation.
Yeah. Donald Trump supporter.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, the part where she says symbiote in the trailer, she says symbiote in the first trailer, which is weird. And it made me realize that trailers are very like.
They're very misleading.
Yeah, like because. I mean, in the first trailer, it was definitely misleading because, like, the part where you saw, like, remember when Riot, like, took up those 2 axes and, like, sliced all those people? Mm-hmm. Well, in the first trailer, you just saw all those people go, like, they didn't have the CGI in there, you know? And the part where, what's that?
So you're thinking, like, he used the Force or something.
Well, you just thought something happened where it just, like, pushed everybody back,
yeah,
but you didn't see the part where you went like that. And another part where Eddie Brock gets, like, thrown to a wall. You don't see that stuff come out of his back. You just see him get thrown to the wall. And, you, like, whenever he's looking in the...
So they released the trailer.
And when he's looking in the reflection, you don't see all of Venom. You just see, like, a tiny part, you know?
Right.
And, like, all the parts where you see his face and stuff like that.
So, basically, what it is, they released the trailers before they did all the CGI effects.
Well, yeah, it still had some. Like, the second trailer was the first one where it saw Venom and it went, like...
Well, that's what I'm saying before.
We are Venom, and he like eats like. And another thing is they changed a lot of stuff from the trailers too, like where they changed certain lines and stuff like that. Like, I felt like the part where like he's just like you feel like he's talking to himself, but he's really talking to Dr. Skirt about like on the other side, other side of that. Like in that one, it didn't seem natural in the trailer because like one thing you suck. Like it just like Tom Hardy how he delivered it was weird. So they may have reshot some stuff maybe, or they just like I don't know.
Honestly, with the amount of CGI
they'd have to
the amount of CGI that they'd have to use in this movie, it does not surprise me that they went over.
Do you think it was bad? CGI? No, because I think for a Venom movie with symbiotes and stuff, I mean, I think it's good. Like
I think it was very.
I liked
good.
it in Spider-Man 3 because it was like really like just like like this, like it was super evil and stuff. It had like claws and everything. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Venom stuff is kind of. Like, him, like, Tom Hardy with the symptoms and everything was kind of funny and stupid, I felt. Like, there were some parts where I didn't know if I was supposed to laugh or was that supposed to be serious. Because, like, I felt like the way he delivered sometimes it was supposed to be serious.
Well, I think it was supposed to be funny, though.
I don't know.
I think he was supposed to get the fact that, like, he is in a really bad way, but it was supposed to be funny. The way he was delivering it. Like when he was getting in the lobster tank. Like, that was him being, like, he was technically being serious, but it was delivered as being funny. Like, that's the way it was wrote in there. It was wrote in to be funny.
Just, for me, I felt it was kind of weird. That's what I want to get into with Tom Hardy. Like, what'd you think of him? Not Venom, but just
No, I get you. I think, so the way he played his characters, I think he did very well, and he delivered his lines very well, and here's the thing, he didn't
Sometimes I couldn't understand him. Like, there's sometimes where he's either talking too fast, he's talking in a weird accent. Like,
I could understand him. I could understand him the whole time.
I had to ask you a few times, like, what did he just say?
But I'd known what he said, but it was...
He's always the guy in the mask. He plays Bane, he's also in...
Oh, he plays Bane?
Yeah, in Dark Knight Rises.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it is him.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow, okay.
They had to change his line. Like, they had to rework the audio in that movie the first time, because in theaters you couldn't understand what he was saying. In the mask and everything.
But anyway, he's, like, when he was coming up with the whole, like, when he was having his conversations with Venom, he did very well with that. And when, like, just any time he was dealing with Venom, he was just, like, he was doing very well at handling, like, talking to no one, basically. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier to act when you're, like, acting in front of someone, you're interacting with someone, but when you're doing it on your own, it's, like, it's a whole lot different. Mm-hmm. And I think he did very well with that. I
thought the girlfriend was just there. Nothing. She didn't really bring anything to the story besides, I just happen to be... my firm happens to be working for a life.
No, except she's gonna play a role in the second one. And honestly, it's gonna be like this whole love triangle thing. in the third.
If we get to see
and
female Venom again, I'll be okay with that. Female Venom. That's awesome. I love her. It's like latex Venom. It's really good. The part where he tells Eddie to like jump, and then later you see next to the elevator, it's like pussy.
Like, pussy. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's funny.
I laughed so hard.
I thought Venom versus the SWAT was awesome.
Yes,
like him just jumping around.
You know what now this is probably my favorite part of the movie.
Okay.
They're all like, mask, copy. And he goes, mask, and Venom goes, copy. And
Yeah,
like he just turns into Venom. It was so awesome. I got chills. I was like, that was so awesome. Right there. That was probably my favorite part, my favorite scene. Because that was done really well.
Yeah.
And that had to take a lot of thought to come up with a good line like that.
That was good. Venom inside of a dog. I thought it was kind of like... Well, it was only there for like a few seconds, but I was just like, okay, whatever.
It wasn't long, but the thing is, I'm surprised it didn't tear it apart.
Yeah. Well, I think... Like, it's... Like, that one symbiote survived in a rabbit, so, I mean, maybe it's something to do with animals. Like
No. It's, remember they were testing it on all them rabbits first. And
it was the one that had, like,
only,
a
like, their
transplant
genetic...
or something.
No. It was their genetic... Like, they would have to... Like, their genetics or whatever would have to line up. Like, if you're doing a kidney transplant, you can't just take anybody's kidney. You have to have someone that has a match to you.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, you're saying blood type and all that.
Yeah.
It would have to be something like that. And the fact that Riot could go through, like, 3 or 4 different... Now, unless they...
Well, he left certain people, maybe, because he was just like, this body's about to die.
The thing is, remember, he was in that one dude for, like, a whole 30 seconds before he melted.
Well,
or before he died.
Yeah.
And my point is, unless they can actually tell now, that the thing is, they're only putting one person in, and he needs, like, so Riot would have gone right into that person, or whoever. It wasn't Riot, it was one of the others. Went right into that person, and he didn't have another choice. Now, maybe they can tell who is a match and who isn't. And that's why, like, remember when the girl from the ambulance walked up and she saw the other girl, and then she decided not to kill her, and she just transfers into her, and then that old lady, she transfers right into the little girl when she saw her, and then she followed her.
Oh, okay, so there's people who...
So maybe they can tell who is compatible and who isn't.
You could say it's a Spidey sense.
Shut up.
We'll get to that in a minute. But, what did you think of Riot, though?
Riot was
Riot
so
was
badass.
pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Traitor! You know, and everything like that.
Traitor!
Yeah. But, yeah, I liked the Riot voice. It was pretty cool.
I think his
crazy.
CGI,
I'll say he's crazy. I'm just going to say he's crazy.
His CGI was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And I liked the fight, too, between...
Yes,
that was really
good.
Like, how
especially
they,
when they, like, merged. Yeah.
It was he took over for a while, and then, like...
I like when Riot and Venom were, like, somewhat separated.
Yeah.
From Brock and...
Yeah, and Brock and him, like, in part of the fight, when they were splitting each other, like, whenever they both got opened up, they punched each other.
Yeah.
And then they went
back
going
at Yeah, and then that's when they all sucked back into one.
Yeah.
But, like, that whole scene... where, like, Riot and Venom are fighting at the same time Brock and the other dude were going. Like, that was really good.
Yeah, I call that the Slurpy Slurps part.
What?
Because it just reminded me of, like, I don't know, because, like, I felt like...
You're nuts.
I was hearing I felt like I was hearing, like that.
Oh, that was just me.
Yeah, sure.
I was slurping on the last of the soda.
I have clapping. Oh, people clapped at the
end of this movie. You have the clap?
No, I'm saying people clapped at the end of this movie. Guys. So, you know, that's a good sign of, I think people just, like, they're like, screw the critics, this is a pretty good movie, you know, and everything like that.
Yeah. Now, the second after credit scene was not worth watching.
Well, we'll get to that in a second, because I really want to talk about Stan Lee makes a cameo in here. Crazy.
That is his name. I don't know why I forgot his name.
Stan Lee. I didn't think he was going to, because, like, the thing about it is, like, people forever have, they've been like, we want Venom part of the MCU, you know, like with Spider-Man, Captain America, and all that.
I'm telling you.
And we don't know right now. Like, it could be, but we don't know yet, because he doesn't have the spider symbol on his chest yet, but maybe if he runs into Tom Holland,
maybe he won't.
Spider-Man, maybe. But if it's not, then it'll just be whatever.
Honestly, I think if he does, he'll be another character. I want to see like the whole freaking Marvel universe in one movie.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
The only thing about that is it's going to be too much. Like
I just want to see Tom Hardy versus Tom Holland. Spider-Man versus Venom.
I do want to see that.
Then he's like, he sees the logo and he's like, I like that. Gets it and it makes
that
it.
Would be cool.
Yeah.
But
cool.
honestly, like I do want to see, I would love to see Deadpool and the X-Men, and like all of them.
I think Deadpool and X-Men supposed to happen in like.
It's supposed to happen. I mean, I want to see them in with the Avengers.
Yeah, I know. I think that's supposed to happen after this next like Avengers
movie.
After
Thanos.
Like, it'll be like a few years after that they'll start implementing like X-Men and stuff like that. Because they just bought the rights to X-Men, Fantastic Four.
See, here's the thing. I think it would go really well since remember Thanos killed off half of everybody. So here's the thing. He only did that for the one universe. So what if Doctor Strange opens up a portal?
Doctor Strange is dead.
Shit, yes he is. So they got to get someone else. One of the other, the mystical arts.
Nope, they're all dead.
Nah, it's not true. Someone that knows the mystical arts and opens up a portal.
To get help, yeah. I know.
Yes, from the X-Men and from Deadpool and from freaking...
Maybe, yeah.
Even if they have to get Venom from the other universe, unless Venom is in their universe. But get all of them together, and then they take on Thanos, beat him, then go back in time use the Life Stone or whatever. The Soul Stone? What is that? The Soul Stone?
The Back in Time Stone?
No, not the Time Stone. The Soul Stone.
Thing to, like, unsnap.
To bring those people. Yes.
Well,
yes.
yeah, I obviously know in Avengers they're all coming back. Because Spider-Man has a sequel coming out, Black Panther, and all that stuff, so...
Well, here's the thing. Yes, those could go back in time from before the snap. But it would be a little, it would probably be better. I mean, they have to bring them all back. Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because...
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a sequel to that.
Yeah, it probably is. Let's talk about Carnage, or at least the killer.
I thought that was Marl.
Is Woody Harrelson. So that is kind of cool. I like that. That was actually a pretty good match, actually.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Carnage. There's not really much to say about that. Probably if they have a next movie, it's gonna be Carnage versus. Venom.
It's gonna be, but I cannot
cool,
wait.
Which is because in the old animated Spider-Man cartoon, usually Venom and Carnage work together, but then sometimes they'd be against each other and everything. So it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Carnage looks like. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, we talked about favorites, worst part, and improvements. This is a biggie. Is the second after credit scene is just a clip from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's like, oh, in another universe. It's like, okay, so is Venom going to appear in this movie? I'm pretty sure he's not. So we wasted, like, how long that clip was? Like 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. I'm just watching that.
5 minutes of watching the credits and then...
Yeah, and it made me not want to watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Because it's just like, are you kidding me? So, like, because I was out at the car, and then he called me, and he told me, like, hey, there's another after credit scene. I ran back in for nothing. It was stupid. Yeah. I hated it. So I took that movie down 0.5 because that was bullshit. That never happened.
What do you think replay value?
Well, I still have some worse stuff. Real quick.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I love Tom Hardy, but again, like just sometimes I couldn't understand what he was saying, and sometimes I felt like it was a little off. But he's still good. He's Bane, dude. I love Dark Knight Rises is my second favorite of the trilogy, so.
That's my second favorite out of the 3 movies.
Just wanted to say that. What else was I gonna say? Oops, sorry. What else was I gonna say? I felt I don't know. Like I think at the beginning it was a little slow, a little bit. Even though they did a time skip, I felt like it was a little slow.
Maybe a little, but honestly, there's been worse, and so I was not disappointed. Honestly, nothing about this movie really disappointed me. I mean, there were some things...
I don't think I was ever, like, blown by anything. Like, there was some stuff that was completely awesome, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't, my mind wasn't blown with anything. I wasn't like, whoa, like, with Star Wars, or anything like that, like, with Solo, so I was just, sort of...
Yeah. So for me, like I was saying, their attention to detail, would have been great because there were things like I noticed when she dropped the box when she was mad at him, and you could see a cup fall out. But then when she picked the box up, there was nothing on the ground.
Oh.
There was like small things like that, but I mean,
I didn't even notice that.
Any movie is gonna have small things like that just because it's not reality, and they're gonna have cuts, and they're gonna be okay, let's clean up the scene and then go back to it. So it is gonna be difficult to make sure all of that is taken care of, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I didn't notice too many things in that sense, but yeah.
Let's see. Sequels, theories. I just.
Obviously, there's gonna be a sequel with Carnage.
I know. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, because this got low ratings, but it did make a lot.
Really?
But it did make a lot of money though, so I think that will help it.
Yes.
And it's Sony, so they're kind of stubborn because Sony's doing like all Spider-Man villain movies. Like they're doing Morbius, which is like a vampire,
Never
and
heard of that.
Kraven the Hunter, and all that stuff like that. Yeah.
Those sound kind of shitty.
Yeah, but
They're probably
no. I mean, this movie was good, so I mean, they might end up turning me good. What was I gonna say? I want to see. I wish that this would. Either they're secretly gonna be like, oh, this was with the MCU all the time, or they can just be like, oh, well, we eventually want to, because like. They are planning on having like with Sony, they are planning on having a movie with Spider-Man in it. So it's going to be a different Spider-Man. It might be like Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire.
I want it to be Tobey Maguire. I want Tobey Maguire to come
Tobey
back
Maguire
because,
is like 100%.
in my opinion, that is Spider-Man.
He's the best Spider-Man for me.
Yes.
I think objectively for me though, Tom Holland is because he represents the character better in the comics.
Yeah.
Just like, but Tobey Maguire is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, he's better. Like I like him way.
I liked his acting.
Yeah.
I mean, his voice was kind of weird.
Like he does. There's a few scenes like that. But.
Like his voice was kind of odd,
I mean, his
but like, I liked
Spider.
it.
We're not comparing Spider-Man, but I'm just saying, like, real quick, like his Spider-Man wasn't like how usually Spider-Man is supposed to be, like quippy and stuff like that. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. He just like saves the day. But whatever. I mean, I still like that Spider-Man more.
Yeah.
The others. I just want to see a sequel where Venom just like he sees Spider-Man's logo. He's like, I like that. And then, like,
why do you keep like rubbing your chest trying to?
Because that's where he would put it. It'd be on his chest. So like, so his Venom nipples. Any theories?
For I think Carnage is. I think they're gonna give a little bit of backstory to Carnage, and watch it be something like either he was like the former leader and Riot
he's a serial killer.
Shit, let me talk.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Watch like he was. Carnage was like a former leader or something and Riot took over, or like Carnage was just banished for trying to take over or something like that. But like in my opinion, Carnage is going to be more badass than Riot. Like he's just going to be bigger, and there's going to be some kind of backstory, like some kind of conflict between Carnage and Riot, and Carnage is going to be like pissed off about this, and he's going to want to go back and lead the symbiotes to Earth or something. Either that or Carnage was sent on a scouting mission before, and he had no way to get back or to contact.
I think that because Carnage takes the body of a serial killer, right? And they both like each other, So I think it's like maybe he was banished and he likes Earth. He doesn't want the other symbiotes to be here, and he wants to kill Venom because hey, this is my world. I want to be the only symbiote here because there's all these humans, all these pitiful little humans are mine to eat or devour, I don't know, something like that. But Carnage is the craziest of all the symbiotes. So with the serial killer,
I was gonna say they're both kind of
So no theory.
That was my theory.
Were you gonna talk about a sequel or?
I did. Talk about sequels.
You did. Okay, so replay value. I'm gonna put this medium.
I'm gonna say very high because I've already seen. This is the second time I've seen it.
This is a movie.
So it's very high for me. I've seen it twice so far. So
I would recommend it on Blu-ray DVD, but after watching it tonight, I won't need to see it again for another year. I think. I won't be I have to get this movie as soon as it comes out on DVD so I can watch it again and again and again. It's not really like that with me.
Yeah, not quite, but
so.
I'm
just sort of if you want to watch it twice in theaters, you can, but you want to wait for it to come out on YouTube and rent it, or all that stuff. You can do that too. You're not really missing a lot really, I would say.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I've seen it twice, so if I mean,
What?
I can go, I would maybe buy it on DVD at some point, but I'm not in a rush to see it again, even though I did really like it.
Yeah.
And watching it a second time really does help you pick up on some stuff. So that's awesome.
You watched it twice? You're lying.
I did.
You did watch it
I
twice?
went and watched it with Kaylee.
Fuck you.
Because I thought you guys were gonna. I thought you guys were doing this weekend before. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, hey, you want to come see this?
You lied. You're not supposed to lie with this channel.
I never said I never saw it before.
Yes, you did. I asked you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
I was like,
didn't.
hey, did you watch this before? He's like, no.
I
He
did.
smiles. So I was like, okay.
You're so full of shit.
I did.
You never
let it be on the
asked
record.
me.
He's a liar.
You never asked me.
Ratings and final thoughts. Wesley, you go first.
I'm gonna have to say an 8.5.
Okay, that is like the 16th straight movie in a row. That's
Fine.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
You.
kidding. Just go with it. I'm about like that. Like we are. It is.
Yeah, Carrot's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's why we don't like him here.
Yeah.
It's better when it's just us two.
Go on with your thingy it.
Mostly because I mean he was badass. Actually, make that a 9, dude. Make it a 9. Yes.
You.
He was a 9 because he was
that makes
badass,
sense.
and I loved his character. His character was awesome. Venom was just so awesome, and then Riot on top of that. I mean, Riot was an awesome character too. Just though not necessarily as a character, but like the way like his CGI and stuff was just it was great. So I was definitely very impressed with this movie. And I can't wait to see the second one.
Mm-hmm. I gave this a 7. This was my second favorite Marvel, in
Really?
association with Marvel. Yeah, Avengers is my favorite.
The first
this year.
Avengers.
Yeah, and then this, and then you have Deadpool 2 and Black Panther, which are sort of like for me together. But I sort of like rank the Marvel movies this year based off of like. Oh yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, you're saying
out.
just for this year?
Well,
Ant-Man
not
and the Wasp was.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was actually all right. I really liked it a lot. Actually,
I like the
I think I
after-credits
might
scene.
like that more than this. So this is like my third favorite. But
I liked the after credit scene where they
Well, we're not talking about Ant-Man, so just in
we
case.
already did the review on this.
What? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Whatever.
Anyway, I'm giving it a 7 just because like I wasn't like
Rated.
super like. Because when I saw like it was a 30%, I'm like, okay.
You should ask Garrett what he rated it.
He didn't watch it.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yes.
I'm so freaking done. That's why I'm not paying for his ticket tomorrow. Fuck him. Fuck you guys.
We were talking about this in church, and I'm like, yeah, I went and watched Venom because I thought you guys were gonna go out this weekend without me. And he's like, oh, I watched it too with Eric.
It's ridiculous. I hate you guys. I'm giving it a 7 because it was going to be a 7.5. But I took down 0.5 because the after credit scene, like the second after credit scene, because it was just a Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse thing. It's like, oh, remember people, we're having this movie come out later too. It's like, I don't give a shit about that movie. I want to see this movie. And
the fact that it's animated just kind of turned me off.
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't like super like my mind wasn't blown with this movie, but I did like it a lot. So it's not terrible. You definitely need to go watch it, but I think once is enough.
Yes.
No, you're not gonna miss anything if you don't watch this movie. Like, if you don't watch it in theaters, you're not missing anything. If you get it later and watch it and everything like that. So
unless they do end up adding him into the next movie.
Yeah. So
which they probably won't, but because I want this so badly that they probably won't do it.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
So together our rating comes out to an 8. So yeah, go watch it. Yay. So. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment below what you thought about the movie, when you're going to see it, who you're going to see it with. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Please also thumbs up for Dr. Skirt. Skirt! So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been the Royal Guy. My name's Chet.
I'm Wesley.
And we'll see you guys later.
Okay.
I was trying to do like a
Just stop.
Fuck you.